Right, I'm at St Hugh's, Durleigh, Brook Durleigh, near Bridgwater. I've never been out here before, as far as I know. Oh, I have been out here, Durleigh, before, but I don't know whether I actually visited this church before. It's not open, unfortunately. A lot of them aren't now because there's been break-ins and damage and stuff stolen and all that sort of thing. So I'm just going to do a quick scan. I did this earlier, but it didn't come out. So I'm just starting from scratch again. I forgot to press the right button, it didn't record. Just over in front of me there's a big tomb of the Townsends and Hamlins, which was quite a big tomb and had railings around it. Lots of railings were removed from graveyards to help replenish the iron stores for the First and Second World Wars. Mainly the First World War, I think. Whether they really needed them or not, I don't know. Anyway, I've come across a Mason grave here, a Thomas Mason and his wife Mary Ann. Thomas died in 1932, Mary Ann died in 1926. I'm just making a note of it because we've got Masons in the family. It doesn't necessarily mean that that one's got anything to do with us, so it is quite a big name. Over there, where the reservoir is, you can just see the tops of the sailing boats. There's a sailing club there for people who've got money. There's a king here, a Frederick S.P. King, who died in 1944, and his wife Alice Price King, who died in 1951. Just making a note of it because some of my grandchildren have got king in their family. So have we, but much further back, and I haven't been able to do much on that yet. Yeah, so I expect it was a lot fuller than this graveyard in the past. There's quite a few old graves in here. There's one that needs a bit of repair work done. I don't recognise anybody as such. I did live in Bridgwater, but of course when we were kids we didn't come up the posh end. Of course if you happen to be born here you might still have been poor. There's a little white cross there which I've made a note of. They might be waiting for a stone, but it looks like a little cremation. There's a little bit of turf been removed there, and that little white cross has been placed there for now. Could be a child, who knows. There's a yew tree that you find in all the graveyards to keep the evil spirits away. It's quite a busy road. I've heard a lot of big lorries hurtling by, so I am going to be careful when it comes to going up it in a minute ago towards Enmore and Goathurst, two little villages that I'm doing today. Another great big enclosure here, look, of the Poole and Bryant families. Huge. There's the ridge of the reservoir up there, Durleigh Reservoir, that feeds Bridgwater. No bicycles, unlike Cheddar, you can't cycle around that one. I might be allowed to push my bike in just to have a look, which I've thought of doing in a minute, before I go up, make my way onwards. So there we are, we've got this red brick sandstone. A lot of the houses round here are made of this red brick sandstone. Looks Norman and maybe early Saxon sort of church. It's on a hill. It's quite likely to have been a place of worship here for a long time. It has got some stained glass windows inside. No, not huge ones, and not many, but we can't get in, unfortunately. Behind there looks to be like a big old farmhouse. It could have been the Grange. a place called the Grange, but I'm not sure of that. And it's been extended and enlarged, barns converted and everything. A lot of these old farmhouses now become guest houses, little hotels, to make their money, to keep them going. They're not always farms so much now. There was once something here. There's a plinth there, long gone. There's a bit more of it over there. It might have fallen over or something, but somebody obviously looks after this particular area because it's been pruned for some reason. So that's quite a nice, good image of the church there. A few cremations. My bike parked outside the church door, like it's done for me on many occasions when I've been out and about. Cockerel on the top for the weather vane. Nicely trimmed hedge there. I don't know if that's obviously a residence behind there. So there we go, got St Hugh's of Durleigh. Just a little video, just to give a small little sample of it. There is an old grave stone embedded in the wall here. Here lieth the body of Francis, your son of Francis, it looks like Parsons, and Mary his wife, who departed this life, looks like 1769. Yeah, so we've got plain windows, and then we've got a couple of stained glass ones there. That looks like could be a knight there. And even this, no, that one's a plain one. It's a shame I can't see inside. I've stood there a few hundred years, that tree, innit? Seen a lot. All the people going through that door there. I'll just go and stand, just take one more picture of it from over here. Get a view from over here. I've taken lots of photos as well. Got to be careful now, it's wasp season coming up big time, especially next week. So this is Durleigh Church, on the hill, near the reservoir. St Hugh's. Over and out.